Hosted by a cock and frog. Shaka talk. I've hit the streets, been round the block. Shaka talk. And jerk off in my dirty socks. Shaka talk. My name is Diar. Some people call me fair. I've got something to say. Allow me just one prayer. Okay, I suffer from a mental block. Shaka talk. Like, oh my God, and what the fuck? Shaka talk. So turn it up and sit right back. Shaka talk. Oh my God, you guys, I'm totally Zine geeking out. What's up? It's Diar. So I didn't know that my movie made it into the San Francisco Sex Worker Film and Arts Festival till last minute. So then, like, my friend Elisa got me her buddy pass. Took me 4 tries to get to San Francisco, but Kimiko helped me make DVDs, and my mom paid for my ticket. Thank you, Mom, I love you. And Pachi helped me get around when I couldn't get on the plane. And then Alan let me stay in his house, this Baker's Dozen co-op cool thing, and it was free. But Alejandra was my favorite. Look up her story on YouTube, Trans Francisco Alexandra. And so, what else? Oh, so Akynos, who I'd been seeing at the festival, was performing, and I didn't know she was staying in my house till like last minute. She was so fun. Here she is, the incredible edible Akynos. Oh, the festival was thrown by Erica Fabulous, Lori from Poor Magazine, and Scarlot Harlot. Here's Akynos, like the Institute of Sex Workology.
I'm going to read for you something that I wrote recently about a month ago. It was in response to an article that I read online where the writer Rocky, I can't remember her name, who cares, her name's Rocky. She was writing an article to Michelle Obama. It was an open letter to Michelle Obama, and basically she wanted to discredit Beyonce Knowles as being a role model. So in her attempt to discredit Beyonce as being a role model, she decided she wanted to attack sex workers, and I wasn't having that shit.
Yeah.
Dear Rocky, this is a long response to the article you recently wrote. It was on shine.yahoo.com. Titled, Open Letter to Michelle Obama, Beyonce is not a role model. Your open letter to Michelle Obama was offensive and degrading to multifaceted female role models everywhere. It also displayed a flagrant ignorance of sex workers and sex-positive female feminists who refuse to be sexual victims and are clear on their own sexuality. I am honestly quite tired of reading the writing of women like you who believe they are doing the world good by spreading their propaganda against sex, aimed at women who do not live up to their utopia. Women like you who really are victims of this patriarchal and sex-negative culture and cannot recognize it. You create a dichotomy between virgins and sluts that is shameful, as it pits women against each other instead of recognizing that each one of us are unique individuals worthy of love and respect. It's one thing to attack Beyonce, but to discredit her many achievements in the entertainment industry by bringing down an entire group of other women is another. You see, the thing is that I am a sex worker, and a proud one at that. I openly discuss, organize, and fight for the rights of myself and the men, women, trans persons, queer, lesbian, gay, and bisexual people involved in this industry. And like Michelle and her daughters, myself and my comrades are sometimes mothers, daughters, sisters, friends, and role models. To add to that, I am a strong-minded, self-reliant, creative creature who has bred 2 well-rounded children. My children read way above grade level, studied a second language, were on the honor roll, been working since they were 14, volunteered in their community, and now they are on college tours. They did all this with their badass poor mother at their side. You dare bring up Beyonce's costumes as something degrading, only to be seen in brothels and strip clubs. It was strip clubs that helped me support my children for the majority of their younger years. The music industry is no more misogynist than your degrading, ignorant comments. I'm happy to see Beyonce become so comfortable in her sexuality that she can now step on stage wearing a sheer bodysuit with nipples showing. Personally, I would have loved for the bodysuit to actually have been sheer. That particular costume is the worst use of sparkle I've ever seen. I am, however, questioning your connection to your own sexuality and your inability to grasp the concept that sex not only sells, it's a powerful tool. A tool that should not be condemned or vilified, but instead embraced and understood. Your piece was incredibly difficult for me to read. It comes off as the rant of a bitter sexually displaced woman who has the gall to split the sisterhood by telling one group of women they should look down on another group of women. Yes, variations of Beyoncé's costumes can be found in sex trade establishments worldwide. But what is wrong with that exactly? For the record, and I am going to go out on a limb here, most women involved in these sex trades are there by choice. They are making their own rules and following their own feelings and dreams, regardless of whether a manager is present. Women like myself, who are involved in the sex for sale business, are not victims of this industry. We run this shit. I also want to enlighten you. Women are sexual beings that men respond to inappropriately. They need to appreciate our goddess sexuality without treating us like mere objects for their trivial uses. And it matters not what we wear or what our profession is. We get catcalled, targeted, sexually harassed, sexually abused, raped, and experience so many acts of violence against us. The common denominator? No, not that we all dress provocatively, but that we all have vaginas. You'd be better off writing articles about women who are in seemingly socially acceptable relationships with men who are abusing them. Women are more likely to face abuse from their lovers, husbands, boyfriends, other male family members, and friends than from a man they meet through the sex industry. Mm-hmm. I also have to go a little further and ask you to never write another article that simplistically connects drug addiction to those involved in the sex trade. Many musicians, think Whitney Houston, Janis Joplin, Amy Winehouse. Actors, think Charlie Sheen, John Belushi, and Dorothy Dandridge. And athletes, Darryl Strawberry, Dwight Gooden, Chris Benoit, have all suffered from problems with drug addiction. Drug abuse can affect anyone at any time in any business trade. By associating drug addiction with sex workers, you further stigmatize those suffering from the disease of addiction, as well as sex workers who do not abuse drugs. And a little more enlightenment. The women in this trade are quite educated. I personally hold 2 degrees, one in computer science and the other in the field of sexuality sociology. I know many PhDs and master degree holders who are or once were escorts, strippers, doms, erotic masseuses, and so forth. Did you know that there was a sex worker in Brazil by the name of Gabriela Leite who even ran for office? Or one of my favorite former sex workers, Dr. Brooke Magnanti, a scientist who worked as a high-end prostitute while working on her PhD. I would respect you if you were writing an article about women who allow themselves to be used for sex instead of owning their sexuality. By owning, I mean using it as a powerful force it is and keeping themselves independent through the wise use of it. Instead, you chime in on the rhetoric that a sexually liberated female is a deviant, that this attitude would only be embraced by a less intelligent-minded woman who would be better off aspiring to bourgeoisie ideals of a sexually repressed culture. A culture that is anti-femininity and disconnected from the feminine embrace. A culture that is rape-ridden and pulls women away from their innate wild nature. One that does not allow each woman to be an individual with an independent mind. Your voice reminds me of the reason why slut walks take place globally. Your voice is a constant reminder that we live in a world where sexual liberation is perceived as some worthless, uncontrollable act instead of being embraced as a powerful act of femininity. An indicator of independence, an indicator of a woman who will not be victimized by sex. You are no role model either. Your well-intentioned article reveals your sex-negative and moralistic views. Sex-negative because you don't accept that a woman could bear breasts or sell sex and be strong and a positive female ideal. You are not a role model either because you are blind to the ways in which you are a victim of patriarchy. To me, it is women like you who are the reason none of us can truly be whomever we want. You have a narrow view on what it is to be a woman. Women like you are blinded to the fact that sex worker rights are also fight for your independent rights as a female human being.
So like Rizon Consulting Project hosted an intersectionality workshop and conducted by Lisa Marie. She's so badass. And we talked about where we fall on the spectrum of like power group to target group based on like our race, our class, our like economic status, I guess that's class, and gender and abilities and all these kind of things. And like so that we could work on building a movement together, owning up to where we stand, using those positions of power and acknowledging where we could maybe help others come up. There was open mic too. Jacques LeFemme was the host, and he also played some music from his musical and work in progress.
Introduce Jacques LeFemme. Okay, stop clapping in front of me. I'm also a dom, if you can tell. Sugar daddy's broke. Sugar daddy's broke. Sugar daddy's broke. He's broke, can't fix it. Sugar daddy's broke. I'm broke as a joke. Go soak your head and march a little smart ass up to bed. I'm broke as a joke. Go soak your head and march a little smart ass up to bed. Sugar daddy's broke, he's broke, can't fix it. It's a musical.
You're in trouble.
Tiny piano. I have sausage fingers.
We're all over the planet now.
Oh my, oh me. I'm on a fool's journey. I walk to a tree. I see three lost boys. They got a velvet rope and they make a lot of noise. Oh my, whoops. Oh me, it's cool. I love my fool's journey. They tie me upside down. I'm hanging from that tree. And when I look around, the world looks differently. Oh my, oh me. I love my new queer family. I'm right. Uh-oh. Dance party. I love synthesizers. Yes. I'm really doing this with my fingers. Oh you, everybody.
Oh my god, I love Laurie's voice. She's like the film curator for the festival, and she writes for Poor Magazine, and she sang this song PSA that she wrote for one of her friends.
I dig rock and I dig funk, crack that 40, let's get drunk. I'm a 24-year-old girl, Afro-punk. Found a scene and went to town, wore my boots and stomped them round, fucked and smoked and shot a lot of black tar dope. But I've forgotten interesting, important fact. Punk rock girls must clean their rigs and not bareback and not bareback. Yeah. Now I've got the HIV, strange that AIDS ain't hurting me. Quit the dope and the drinking and I live inside. Sex it still sounds pretty good. Can I fuck? I shan't, I should. But dental dams just make me want to go and hide. Guess I missed one salient important fact. Even girls must clean their rigs and not bareback, and that's a fact. Gay boys, they have so much fun. Damn, I wish I'd been born one. Out in pause and mail, you can still find a mate. Can I still go on a date, chat and flirt and get home late, go to bed and play with stuff that vibrates? Remember this salient important fact. Even girls must clean their rigs and not bareback. Please don't bareback. Thank you.
I don't know if people know, but the popcorn anti-theater bus is a San Francisco tradition. And what they do is, this is like a party on the bus, and then they stop and do performances at mystery locations. Do you believe it? Like they take you away. But oh, the lap dancers are extra. It's going to be a challenge to do lap dances on the bus. It's very exciting.
Burn trail.
Emi Koyama was there. Oh my god, okay. So, I got all her stuff. It says, the problem is not the selling and buying of sex. It is the lack of options due to economy, laws, oppressions, and lack of capabilities resulting from all of the above. Let us actually address the problem, rather than depriving the least bad options from the already disadvantaged population.
Watch them open their souls, and that's all you can do, 'cause you have no control. Working at the lusty lady. Come on, baby, stick the dollar in that slotty. Come see the hotties working at the lusty lady. Come on, baby, stick the dollar in that slotty. Watch them open their lips. Watch them open their arms. Watch them open their eyes. Watch them open their eyes. Watch them open their hearts. Watch them open their souls. And that's all you can do. 'Cause you have no control. 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 'Cause you have no control.
So this is called Good Luck, and I hope you make a lot of money. This poem is dedicated to the safety and well-being of the women who worked at Hong Kong, Aida's, Yoko's, Lilac Saigon, and in San Francisco's Tenderloin. If there's one thing I know, it's that I definitely don't want to go back to work in the Tenderloin. I don't care how good the money is. I don't care that the tourist customers pay over 100 for a half and half. I don't care if I could be making 300 a night. Night girls fight. I'm a day girl. I don't want to go back and work at 467 O'Farrell Street, where I was raped on August 7th, 1979, by two punks with a knife and couldn't bring myself to call the police. I don't want to suppress my fear. I don't want to be a victim. I don't want to be raped again. I don't want to live the fast life. I don't care how much you paid at Magnon's for your cream-colored high-heeled boots. They make you look like you're going to fall down. I don't want to spend my money on last year's shoplifted silk blouses and slit skirts that the junkie booster brings around. I don't want to cook chicken in the sauna and rice in the electric pressure cooker and eat on the floor anymore, even though it was good and we came to know and love each other. I don't want to avoid discussing anything too personal. I don't want to lie about how much I make. I don't want to be ashamed of doing $20 blowjobs. I don't want to refer to myself as a masseuse. I don't want to smoke dope and watch you return from the bathroom stumbling on junk. I don't want to pretend I don't see the bruises your boyfriend gives you. I don't want to be the one who never gets picked. I don't want to know what I'm worth. I don't like it when cockroaches crawl on my customers. I don't want to fuck poor men with antisocial looks on their faces. I don't care how much money you say you make. I like you. I mean, I like some of you. But I don't feel safe. Don't blame me for leaving. I have to move up. I'm going to work in the financial district.
Oh my god. So talk about 3, 2, 1 contact. Erica Fabulous, I totally know how you got your name. She was the inventor, or is the inventor, of the whore's bath. You gotta be a fucking whore to show up. It's at a secret location. There's all this pampering with like naked massage and tantric yoga, choke food, tarot card readings, all of it, and all these bikers showed up out of nowhere. It was the coolest. I can't wait to go back, and we need one in every town. So thanks to Carol Lee, Scarlot Harlot, Laurie from Poor Magazine, Erica Fabulous, and a shout out to Crystal from Darwin in the Northern Territory of Australia. Toodaloo, you guys. Mom, I love you for everything, forever, but I didn't want you to watch the movie, and I'm still embarrassed to show you this version. Wherever the website is like the uncensored version, if you guys are like into that.
Just suck that fucker. No need me friends. Smoke a rock. We'll try again.
What?